I think they're doing B-roll first. So you might have a second. Did you get a scar?
Yeah, it's all good.
Perfect.
I'm a fucking beast. We're live, guys.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hello.
Hey guys.
It's me, Toast. We're on a boat.
We are. We're on a boat.
We're in the middle of the marina in San Diego.
It's beautiful. It's a very beautiful boat.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be doing a little podcast on the boat, but here we are. Yeah, AT&T hit us up. It's like, hey, you guys want to go on a boat and talk? I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty fun.
Yep.
I feel like the three of us talking for, a couple hours is easy peasy. Sounds like a nice time.
I felt like we did this already today, but you're back again.
We're back.
Yeah, we kind of know each other, right? Because I was
Yeah.
imagining doing this with new people,
Mm.
and it would be very awkward since I'm not good at talking to new people.
Mm.
But I'm familiar with the both of you.
Yeah, you're stuck with us.
I
Yeah,
am so sorry.
we were just talking this morning for our different podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember a single thing from that because we stayed out partying very late last night, and we woke up with 2 hours of sleep, and I can't tell you anything we talked about. I remember like Henry banging on the door, wake up, it's time for the podcast. And us shuffling out, sitting on the couch, and I think Broden was asleep for half of it.
Yes, I came out of my bedroom and I see them sitting on the couch. Broden has shades on and he's as low. For once, he looks like the shortest person on the bench. He's just curled up. And then I wasn't even supposed to be there. I signed up for this one. I did not sign up for that one. And somehow I got drug into it with my hair wrapped, no makeup on, no contacts in, and oh, now I'm doing a morning podcast.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, thanks,
That's
guys.
what friends are for. That's what friends are for.
I've got your back.
So yeah, we're here at TwitchCon. It is day number 2. How was day number 1 for you guys?
I was tired way too early. I feel like this is definitely a week where I'm going to be living off caffeine in my bloodstream because not
yeah.
only am I staying up really late, but also we end up TwitchCon turns into a very large meet and greet. It's a
Yes.
convention center disguised as a gigantic meet and greet arena. And it feels like I'm kind of competing against other people for a meet and greet because I can't go anywhere and dodge it. For instance, to get here, I was almost late to this because arriving to our meetup spot, Saikuno had a meet and greet, and his fans saw me, and then I had a meet and greet for 30 minutes, and I was just like, wow, this is just our life.
How did we end up here? Yeah, I think mine was also similar, but I got a really great tip from somebody yesterday was that you need to account for travel time, which I never thought about. But it's if I have to be somewhere at 2, I'm leaving at 1:20 for everything. Because I feel so bad when you have to be oh, I'm so sorry. I'm running late. I can't stop right now. But yeah, it's been fun. I mean, this is a very different TwitchCon experience than the last TwitchCon experience I had. So day 1 was awesome. I didn't know what to expect. All my nerves are gone. I was super, super nervous yesterday, but it's been a lot of fun, meeting people, viewers, other creators. So yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, day 1 when we first walked over to the convention center, Scar's first interaction with the fan is telling him, sorry, I don't have time to take a picture, and just walking away.
No one in our group can say no. So I have to be the one to do it. And it makes me look like the bad guy.
It was the first fan we
Yeah.
ran into.
We were late.
And you started off with the, sorry, I gotta go.
It's not like I checked them. I wasn't like, yo, sorry, we're too important for you. We're like, hey, we're really busy. We got somewhere to go. I'm sorry we can't do this. I'm sure they understood. It's not like they went back to crying.
No. He looked back at you with tears. I looked back. I'm like, is that guy okay? It was very much like a sorry, man. And just kept walking, him and Broden.
The fans are so nice this
Yes.
time. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
We had a meet and greet, me and Toast and Michael. And then today, someone came from that meet and greet was like, I am so sorry. I blocked your face with my head. I'm stupid. Can we take another picture? And I'm like, I distinctly remember the meet and greet. I'm the one that stands behind them, and I have to position myself. So I messed up, but they apologized for it, which I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Took the picture.
Yes, everyone has been so nice. I think that's been my favorite part about it is people just have, sweet things that they want to say or generally are super well-mannered, awesome people, and that makes meeting everybody super comfortable and fun, and yeah, very thankful for that.
Have you guys had to say no to fans for pictures or autographs?
Only when I've been running late, which I have been running late most of this. I feel like I've been running around everywhere.
Same.
Do any of you want a hat?
Oh, I'll take a hat. Oh, can I have the cool bucket hat, the black one?
I'll
you
try
know
a hat.
I'll take this hat.
It's like, oh, Scarra
like
and the pretty sun hat.
Okay.
I cannot wait to see this. And we need a picture of it. Ooh, captain's hat?
Normally, I don't wear a hat because
Same.
my head's too big.
Same.
You're going to get a cheetah print bucket hat. Thank you.
You think?
Yeah, I also have a big head, but this is perfect. Thank you.
No one, this is for you.
Here, no, for the dawn.
Oh, cool.
For the dawn. Would you like some grapes too?
I can't use it.
Yeah. This is the life.
Remember this.
Yeah. This is good stuff. Thank you guys.
Yeah, how do you say sorry? I don't have time.
Okay, so the newest strat that I'm gonna set this down if you do.
Okay.
want it.
Yeah.
The newest strat that I've adopted, if I'm like truly running late to something, is looking super busy. So I just call my manager and I'm like, hey, I have to get here. I'm gonna look like I'm a rush. So I'm like fast walking. It's a little bit of a light jog. I have like that panic look. You know that one Nicki Minaj song is playing? It's like, oh, in my head, and I just look like chaos. And then people usually will be like, oh, she's definitely busy.
So you act. What about?
Well, no,
what about
but
you?
it's also true. I am running late, and I do need to light jog.
So I do announcement style. Normally, like if it's a one-off, I always take the picture, the autograph, because it's like 30 seconds at most. The problem is when a line starts forming.
Yep.
Because you're like, okay, I'll just do this line, and by the end of the line, there's another 20 more people, and by the end of that line, there's another 30 people. So I was stuck trying to go to the partner lounge, and I realized it's never gonna end. Like the rate that I'm doing these autographs is lower than the rate of people lining up. So every time that happens, I have to do an announcement. I yell at the top of my voice like, attention, I'm really sorry, I gotta go. I cannot take a picture with all of you. I'm so sorry, and I run away.
I do that, but it's really, I don't do it as loud. I'm just like, sorry guys, I have to go. But I feel really bad when I look into their eyes.
Yeah.
And you could tell they're like, they're people who flew down from other states,
Yes.
different countries who came, and they're just like, please, just me. You can see they're saying that with their eyes, and you have to look at them and be like, no.
You're a heartbreaker, Scarra.
Yeah. You feel bad for the person at the very front.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they're right there.
Right
They're
there.
so close. They're 5 inches from you, and you gotta go away.
I've been telling people too, though, since we have the OTV booth, I'll be like, I'm gonna be at the OTV booth from there. Like, you can come, see me there, as like a, sorry I couldn't meet you now, but I'll meet you later type of thing.
I tried to. So like my thought process the first day was Michael Toast have a meet and greet. I'm gonna do my own personal meet and greet right next to the booth when you guys were doing yours.
Mm-hmm.
So I started an hour and 30 minutes. The line never ended.
Yeah.
The entire time, and then I just moved over to their line, which of course with Michael and Toast added on to my people is just an infinite like line out the door. And so I just realized there's just always gonna be people. Even if I sign for 50 hours this convention, or I'm going to try, but my God, is it like, oh my God, there's just too many people.
I mean, shoot, that's what matters. You're trying. We're all trying.
Did you
I
see
think
the
people
Price is
appreciate it.
Right line?
No.
Did you see the Price is Right line?
No, it's one of those game shows, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was out. It was from the theater. Imagine going all the way down the convention hall, and there's just a line hugging the entire way.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, oh my God, like there are a lot of people.
Is it like anyone could just go?
Yes.
Oh, very cool. That's a cool thing to be able to do live.
Yeah, I was talking to Carl Jacobs, and they had the Dream SMP Minecrafter panel.
Oh,
The problem is they only allowed 400 people in, and apparently that was about 10% of the audience lined up for it.
Oh my
so the
God.
entire like upper floor was just filled with Minecraft fans.
oh my God.
That sounds wild.
I think the difference between this year and the last TwitchCon is the Minecraft fans. Minecraft was not popular 3 years ago, and there was like no Minecraft streamers.
I think it's really interesting that like a lot of the people who are really popular at TwitchCon are not streamers. Like that, they're not Twitch streamers.
Oh,
like
yeah.
YouTubers, they're like, it's actually YouTube streamers and like YouTubers. I'm just like, wait a second,
Yeah.
you guys are just getting like lined and mobbed all the time.
Yes. We should go crash. What's the YouTube one? Is that VidCon?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just go crash VidCon next time.
It's funny because I feel like the grass is always greener on the other side for a lot of content creators. Like TikTokers are all trying to be on Twitch.
Yes.
And like Twitch streamers are trying to be on TikTok. They're trying to like grow the TikTok. Instagram's trying to be streamers. I think streaming to a lot of like the other platform creators seems very like appealing. It's like, oh, I just play video games.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you don't have to do anything too creative, like edit or like plan things out. It's like, oh, I can just stream whenever I want. And where streamers like, oh man, I wish I could like not have to stream all the time and
Yeah.
just make one YouTube video a week.
Yes.
Yes, it was so funny when I talked to like Trash Taste, and we were talking to them, and I was like, "Yeah, I wanted to look toward YouTube for something more creatively fulfilling." And they're like, "Well, we really love Trash Taste because we could just do the same thing all the time." Like they wanted the stable format instead of thinking of something new, and I was looking for like the more creatively expressive thing.
Yes.
And so we just had different needs because they were doing the opposite thing for so long.
Yeah. Very grass is always greener.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you guys remember your first TwitchCon experience?
No. My memory is really bad. Like you'll have core memories, right? And then outside of the core memories, it's fog. Like just very hazy fog for me.
Got it. I think we have some reaction that we had to our first TwitchCon. I do have a small problem. I have an iPad here to see the stream, but it's so hot the iPad overheated and no longer works. So if we can play the Conan O'Brien clip, and if you can give me a thumbs up when it's done, that'd be perfect.
Where's Disguised Toast? I want to meet Disguised Toast. That's the greatest name in gaming history. Disguised Toast, come forward. Come here. Come forward. Give it up for Disguised Toast. How did you come up with that name?
Oh, it's the play on word like this guy's toast, but
Oh. I didn't get that. I thought it was completely random that you would come up with just Disguised Toast, and I thought that is so beautifully random. Now that you've explained it to me, I'm kind of bummed.
yeah, sorry.
I still think it's the best gamer name I've heard in a while. And I think we should give it up for Disguised Toast.
All right. Have you guys seen the Conan O'Brien clip?
No, I was going to say, I'm going to need context because I haven't seen it and I didn't get to see it.
Oh, she doesn't know.
I don't know. Pepe laughed.
It was his like a notification for such a long time that he told me it was worth going to TwitchCon just to get that, just for that.
Yeah, so it was my first TwitchCon ever.
Okay.
I did an activation for this mobile game, and this mobile game had a lot of company, and they were able to get Conan O'Brien to fly to TwitchCon, I think as like a surprise guest, because I don't remember them announcing it. It was just like, oh, by the way, Conan O'Brien is here to talk about this mobile game. He did not know what was happening. It was very much a, okay, I'm going to show up, I'm going to talk to these nerds, and, you know, go home. And I was just one of the people on stage playing the game, showing it off. And there was like 20 of us, and out of nowhere, as we're just like sitting in the backstage, I hear him like from the front go, "Where is Disguised Toast? Is Disguised Toast here? I want to meet Disguised Toast." And I'm like, I have no idea what's happening, because I'm a huge Conan O'Brien fan. So I just got out there, and he gave me a hug and said, "You have the greatest gamer name of all time." And I used that as my sub alert for like 2 years.
Yeah, that's awesome. I would too. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So that was my first TwitchCon, and it was my second time meeting all the people in OTV because they came to Canada for a wedding. And it was really awkward because it's like the second time you're meeting someone. Like now, I'm very comfortable with everyone in OTV, and I'm kind of like rude and like mean and stuff.
What happens when you get
grouchy.
comfortable, I guess.
Yeah, like Scar can tell you like how polite and nice I was.
Yeah, he used to. I miss old Toast, the polite Toast. Now we get like mad Toast, yelly Toast. He yells at us when we do something wrong.
Yeah, I would say I'm a completely different person now. Yeah. But yeah, it was a great experience. I met Lily, Pokey, and you know, just being nice, like, oh wow, I hope they like me, like you know, I want to be their friend kind of deal. I wasn't aware I was gonna join OTV, but I didn't know anyone at TwitchCon but them. So it's like, hey, yeah, hi. I think we're gonna be hanging out after TwitchCon. Like, okay, cool. I'll see you around. And that was it. It was very awkward, but really cool to fly down. I remember it distinctly because Twitch paid for my flight, and back then they don't really do that unless you're a top creator.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember walking down the street with Pokey, and she's like, "Oh my God, you got your flight paid for? I'm so jealous. I don't think I'll ever be like that." And now her face is on the banners at TwitchCon, like their main queen of Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's wild how much changes.
a lot changes. But Scar, your first TwitchCon was before that, right?
The only thing I remember about the first TwitchCon was not necessarily about the first TwitchCon itself. I remember I tried to do a vlog from the TwitchCon, and it went horrible. If you don't know why I don't do vlogs, that is the only vlog I've ever recorded and uploaded in my life. And it's so terrible. It's still on my channel, but it does not exist. in my
What
life.
makes it what made your vlog terrible?
It felt like really. It's like your general first vlog. You're not comfortable on camera. You don't know what to do. You have one of those sticks.
Oh yeah, the little selfie stick.
Really far away. And I think the only thing I remember from that, I don't even know if it's that TwitchCon or the one afterwards, but from the early two TwitchCons, I remember one thing. They announced Twitch Prime. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to change everything. And I come back from Twitch, and I realized all the Twitch Prime subs were gone. Because what happened was, when they announced the Twitch Prime subs, where you can give away a free Twitch Prime, people were looking to use it already. And so only the streamers who stayed at home farmed everyone's Twitch Prime for that month. So Shifter, Danny, stayed at home. He got the entire league section's Twitch Prime by himself.
My man.
I think he had 3,000 Twitch Primes on the first day. And when I came back, I got a 20 or 50. And I'm like, wow, this wasn't as cool as I thought. And eventually over the next couple of months, I was like, oh, there they are. But before, I was like, wait a second. But Twitch Prime was the big thing. I really wish I came here and they're like, oh, now we're announcing Twitch Primer, the second Twitch Prime, or something like that, because I remember it was really exciting.
Yeah. It's crazy to think of a time I'm so new to Twitch that I was not there when there was no Twitch Prime. I have had no idea what it's like, but it is cool to be able to announce those kind of fun platform things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first year of Twitch Prime, it was just every single streamer plugging Twitch Prime. Every stream, every hour, someone will mention Twitch Prime, and it became a meme.
Do you remember the ninja would be blowing up with Drake and he drops it?
Oh yeah, he was collabing with Drake. I think they hit 300K.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ninja mentions Twitch Prime, and for the next hour, the notifications couldn't keep up. It was nothing but Twitch Prime subs.
That is absolutely wild. My first TwitchCon experience was very different than what it is now. I think it was my first time meeting most of you guys. I don't know if we met at TwitchCon.
How long ago was that?
So I went to the 2019 TwitchCon. So the last TwitchCon that there was.
Okay.
And that was my very first TwitchCon. I was an affiliate, still going by the name of Neytiri. And this is a very different experience for me now.
I remember that.
Yeah, I came with my best friend Jody and spent a lot of time. I was low key kind of her PA. I helped her run around. I was at her meet and greet. I would oh, are you hungry? I'm gonna go grab food. I can get something for you too. So it was a different experience. She dragged me around to a bunch of parties to meet a bunch of people. I was super shy and uncomfortable. I was too scared to introduce myself to Toast. I remember I saw him at the hotel and I was like, oh, Toast, I'm a fan. I'm going to go say hi. And then people were like, well, yeah, I don't know. But I'm so used to just being hi, I'm Sid. Nice to meet you, But that was not the thing. So I remember looking at him and being like, okay, never mind. And now I'm here doing a podcast. How much has changed?
That was the right choice, because I think if you did that, we wouldn't be friends.
If I introduced myself, I would not be your friend.
That is correct.
Oh, okay, noted. Well, Sydney made a good choice, I guess.
Yeah, you tweeted a cute picture of you, Jody, and Lily, right?
Yes.
From your first TwitchCon.
Mm-hmm.
Can we put that up on the screen? Yeah. It was very wholesome and positive. You seem really excited.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fun to see how much has changed. Like, that was when I was just first getting to know Lily, and I remember being like, oh, I'm also a fan of hers, and getting in a picture with her and Jody and being like, wow, this is like, I'm taking a picture with Lily Pichu. This is so cool. And now we're in the same org. So it's definitely weird. I saw that picture because it came up on like my Instagram. You know how it shows you this
Yes, like
4 years ago.
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah, so it came up as TwitchCon was rolling around, and I got super sentimental. I was like, this was everything's changed, but in a super, super positive way. So yeah, it was cute to see.
Yeah, Lily's in chat and she says she loves that picture.
Aw, I love that picture too. I was glad to see it again. Thank you, Instagram, for bringing it back up.
Is there a big difference between this TwitchCon and the last TwitchCon? It has been 3 years, right?
In terms of like the
2019.
actual convention?
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's been 3 years. Pandemic. Twitch has kind of blew up. It doesn't feel that much different. I think there's just a lot younger folks this time around.
Oh, I know. Okay. I've noticed this on Twitch just because of like, pandemic bringing in new viewers and things like that. But also one big thing that I've noticed is there's way more girls. There are so many girls, and it makes me so happy to see like women entering the gaming space, getting excited about Twitch, being able to meet female fans is like obviously really awesome. So I feel like that's like the biggest difference that I noticed.
So I don't really notice that difference, but if I follow Sykuno, I do see that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's a lot more girls in gaming lately. 'Cause I think the popular games, like Minecraft, is not very like you can be a boy or a girl. And I think as there's more female content creators, people learn what is okay and what's not okay to say to like anyone in a gaming sense. Like every time there's a toxic player in Valorant, they get called out by streamers. Of course, it still happens, but I think it's slowly starting to have an effect. Like every time there's a clown acting offensive, people put it on Twitter and like, absolutely destroy him. Like a lot of them lose their account because like the proof is right there.
Yeah.
And it's a very slow process, but it's good to see it slowly changing and like girls feeling more comfortable getting into like games. Yeah, it is great to see. I mean, I think that's the big thing is people just being able to talk about it, whether it's here on a podcast or in game or on social media. Like just creating a safer space for everybody to feel included in gaming is super important. So it's been fun to see the rise in women in the gaming space, and yeah, it's obviously really nice for me. Yeah, if you look at Sykuno, he has a lot of female fans following him around. Asking for a picture. I know he tried to sneak into the meet and greet area and ended up causing such a long line. The security had to like ask him to leave, and there's such a funny picture because he's surrounded by like 5 security guards, and one of them is like just posturing like this, and Sykuno has his arms out in the most awkward penguin-looking manner, probably saying like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll leave." Yeah, but because he's not a Twitch partner, so I don't think they're trying to make an exception for them. But yeah.
Oh, he definitely blocked the hallway. That's why I was late. He blocked the entire hallway.
Yeah.
In the middle, and I was just like, bro, trying to get somewhere, man.
That was like Ray yesterday. Toast was live streaming and we were trying to get back to the booth, and we opened this door into a swarm of people. Like Lou was like, what is there a giveaway? Are we giving what is it, free hot dogs? What's happening here? And then I turned to the left and I'm like, it's Ray. And she's just backed into a corner with a sea of people around her. And I'm like, she doesn't even go here. All these people. It's fun to see though. It's just like really cute that they're still able to come and like have a nice time. And of course there's fans no matter what platform. So yeah, it's fun. I did see Sykuno yesterday too. I ran into him and he had like a mask on and this big oversized sweatshirt, and he thought that was going to disguise him. He was like, I thought I was incognito, and I was like, yeah.
His mask and sweatshirt are blue, like it's really obvious. You can see it through the crowd.
Yes, I'm like, no, you are not hidden at all, my friend. But good try.
Is there anyone here at TwitchCon that you want to meet and you haven't met yet? And this is your chance to say, yeah, this guy's pretty cool. This girl's pretty cool. I kind of want to meet them.
Ooh. guess. Do you have one, Scarra?
Can you go first so I can think?
Okay, yes. So I am a big fan of like watching Valorant content creators. So mine's like kind of a cheat answer because I already met most of them. But I was really looking forward to like meeting Shazam and Subrosa. I watch them all the time. It's a funny story. My roommates know how much I love watching Shazam. And usually like we have Valorant playing on the living room pretty much all the time. And John met Shazam first, and he was like, yeah, my roommate really loves you. Like, I just hear your voice from the living room all the time, which was so embarrassing. Thanks for that, John. So he had like preface, so when I meet him, I was like, oh, sorry, I don't mean a fangirl, but like, I'm a huge fan. So I got to meet him and Juna, and they're both so awesome. I got to meet Subrosa too, but I think I was like most looking forward to meeting some Valorant content creators. So that was really cool for sure.
I actually was, because I've recently been VTubing a lot, so I wanted to meet a lot of VTubers out here, and I ended up going to like one of their invite-only parties last night and met a lot of them. I won't say like which ones, but like I met literally like almost all the ones I interact with, or a lot of the ones I interact with. So I thought that was really cool. I met way more than that actually. So it was a very interesting experience. They're all super, super nice. I feel like the difference between like some of the VTubers and some of the other people I meet are that I don't know. I feel like there's not really much ego that gets in the way. At least like, everyone's just really happy to like have made it, or like are trying to make it. So aside from that, I'm thinking about who else I watch a lot.
Wait, I'm curious more to touch on the VTuber topic. How does that work for in-person events for people? Because I know some VTubers, they just enjoy having a model, and like some people want to keep their identity hidden.
I think the idea is that everyone wears masks, and the party is private enough to where people they trust that it doesn't get leaked.
Gotcha.
There have been some kind of weird people that like follow back people like from the convention to try to take a picture of them, and it's really weird.
Yeah.
But for the most part, that's what happened. Is like it's like if it's a private party like that, I think it was VShojo ended up running it, so they're pretty tight on security.
Gotcha.
So yeah, just like no phones. Although someone did ask for my picture in the party, I'm like, your phone should not be out at this party. It's
you did not get
weird.
the memo.
Yeah, but it was really, really interesting. Very nice.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, I saw that some people were camping at the hotels trying to get a picture of Dream, like just waiting in the lobby like all day, hoping he walks by so they can grab a picture.
Oh my!
These fans are very passionate, but don't do that. Don't camp out in a hotel you're not staying at.
Why would you do that when you could just pay me for his hotel room? I know.
Scarra?
Please don't. That's
Next
very
week, people
weird.
are gonna be coming up to you with like hundreds of dollars. Hey, you got me, bro?
There's a price. There's a price.
Yeah, but the person I was, you know, not really anyone, because not in the.
Oh, because you're disguised
that's
toast,
a classic
of course,
way.
because
Okay.
I mean,
because I
you know.
pretty much met everyone in the scene. So yeah, I did randomly run into Dream, who like I think a lot of people want to see.
Same.
Because he just recently did his face review. I was like, I want to see him in person, and I just like was walking down the hallway, and he said, "Oh, hey, Toast," and it took me a good 10 seconds to like knew who he was, because like I've never seen his face, and then it clicked. So it was cool to see him being more comfortable coming out.
Yeah.
It's cool. I expect him to be like kind of everywhere with his friends, because they're all moving together, like kind of in the pod.
Yeah.
So if you see one, you'll probably see like a lot of them together.
The Minecraft pod.
The
Minecraft
actually.
like we kind of separate and
Yeah.
like get together and separate, get together. The Minecrafters are one like
Hive mind.
one hive mind moving around. You know where they are, because there's like 100 people
Yes.
following them behind their back.
I do like that we separate and come back together, though. It's like we go off, we kind of do our own things, and then I see you later. I'm like, Scarra! And you're like, you know,
We
how's
see
your
each other
day?
later at the party. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you're going here? Yeah, of course.
Good to see you, man. How was your day?
The one person I did want to meet, I never told you guys this, okay? But I did at one point want to meet Tarek. Really
Oh.
bad. And it was so funny that I come back last night, and Tarek's just there with his friend. And I walk in, Jody's like, take a tequila shot, and Tarek's like, you gotta fucking do it. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's go. And then I just slam it after being at a party, and it was cool seeing him. I didn't know he was such a he's like an egger. Like he eggs you on.
Oh, yeah, an instigator.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
like a truly like a demon instigator. This man like will not stop his agenda.
Yes. Yeah, he's been a lot of fun to hang out with. Did we talk about what we did last night?
He did.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, but why don't you go ahead and tell the story?
Yes. Okay, so last night we went out to a party. We came home, and we're all staying together. So we're like, just hanging out, whatever. I decided to walk out onto the beach. So Broden and I were just dipping our feet in the ocean, kind of hanging out. It's actually really cool because the water here is like bioluminescent. So when the waves crash, you can see this really beautiful like blue or green streak through the waves. And it almost looks animated. Like it's so beautiful. So we're chilling, whatever. We turn around and just see like the mob of boys from the house coming down. And they're like running towards the ocean. And they're like, we're going in. So me and Broden are just sitting there like, okay, we're going in. And everybody's like, we're taking off our socks. We're running in the ocean. And we just like, what was it, like 4 a.m.?
Oh
We
yeah.
were just, splashing around in the ocean. It was really fun.
And
It was like a good end to a night of going out. And
The
it was
entire time, Tarek's like, we gotta go deeper, guys.
Yeah.
We gotta go deeper, neck deep at least, guys. And then he's just going like full, like all the way underwater. It's freezing cold, 4 a.m. And I'm just like, wow, this guy has a lot of energy for his meet
Yes,
and greet tomorrow
yes.
at 11.
I went full mom mode though. Michael and Tarek kept going further, and I was like, "You guys, you get your butts back here!" Like if I lose, I was like, "Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6." Because I mean, it's in the middle of the night. It's dark. Like I obviously want to be safe, but it was a lot of fun. It was definitely like a top memory for me.
Yeah, it was pitch black. You couldn't see it. You could barely make out the silhouette. And it was a constant case of, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
It
5
was
minutes past, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, everyone's still here.
it was so funny because I'm walking to the beach with Toast, and I'm like, yo, is that them? He's like, yeah, your eyesight's just like really good. Mine's not that good right now. And then a second later, he's like, do you mean the trash can in the box next to it? And I'm like, oh man, oh god, this LASIK isn't working that well anymore. Oh god, because I thought you guys were closer. Like when we started walking toward where they were, like out, like in the water.
Yeah.
We are walking. Like it takes a good like 5 minutes of walking through sand to even get to them.
Yes. Yes.
It is quite far away. Like
Yeah, I mean, I was scared because like the waves are just like pushing you in and pulling you out nonstop, and it was like pitch black, and we were a little tipsy. So I'm glad we all made it out of there in one piece. But the whole time I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna have to explain to the entire Valorant community why Tarek isn't here.
Tarek didn't make his meet and greet because he
drowned.
drowned.
Oh God.
We got drunk at 4 a.m. and ran into the ocean.
We were responsible about it. We kept track of each other.
Yeah.
And like I know I can't swim, so I say it was like knee deep. No further than that, I'm good.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I did not expect to be doing that last night, but it was something like really fun about just like running along the beach with like a bunch of streamers, no camera.
The best part was Yvonne wakes up in the morning. She comes out. We're streaming, and she's like, "Yo, what'd you guys do yesterday?" And we're like, "Oh, you missed out. Like we did all of this." She's just like, "What? Like, huh?" Because she went to sleep like real. She like took off her makeup, laid on their bed, and just passed out.
Passed out. Yeah. I know I went in, Yvonne and I are sharing a room, and I went inside, and I'm like, all the lights were on. So I was like, oh, like, where the heck was Yvonne? And I go, she's like knocked out, like on her back in the bed with all the lights on, like windows open. I'm like, okay, see you tomorrow.
So I noticed in your room with Yvonne, you guys have a queen size bed
Uh-huh.
and then a baby's crib.
Yes, yeah. I slept in the baby crib.
Slept in the baby crib.
Yeah. Well, okay. I get really self-conscious about sleeping with people because I'm a light sleeper, and anytime someone moves in the bed, I like wake up and I was like, oh, I don't want to do that to Yvonne. Like, she's sleeping. I'm just gonna sleep in the baby crib, which was honestly really comfortable.
I'm sleeping on the bottom floor, and there's no AC in my room.
Yeah.
So what happens is I have this fan pointed at me. The windows are open, but it's very humid, and I'm just praying to God I can fall asleep while the fan is on me. The first day, it was like 5 a.m. I went to sleep, and then yesterday I was so exhausted I just went back and passed out instantly.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Honestly, it could be worse.
There's also a couch upstairs in the AC area if you want.
I didn't even know that.
Yes.
I was just like,
Yeah, Yeah, the no AC is a little rough in San Diego. I saw the weather report before we got here, and it was like, oh, low 70s or whatever. It is so hot. It is so hot. I got absolutely debated.
Everyone is telling us how we came here. It was like fully overcast. We were like 60 degrees in San Diego. We get here, the day 0 TwitchCon, it's hot, but it's not like super hot. And so today, day 2, it's hot.
Yeah.
Like we're out and like it's hot and humid and like I'm sweating getting into the convention center. I meet someone, they're like going to hug me. I'm like, don't touch me.
I know, I feel so
Like,
bad.
do not touch me. You're not allowed.
I'm
It's for your
clammy.
own good. Yeah, it's for your own good.
Yeah, that does feel really bad. I'm like, and I was live streaming earlier, and I keep the I'll turn the camera around to my face, and my whole chat's like, "Ew, Sid, you're sweaty." I'm like, "Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
needs a sweat. What are you gonna do about it?"
Can't do anything.
You cannot.
You guys want to talk about the problem we have for tomorrow night? That is a huge issue. Look at that sigh.
Can
It's been weighing very heavily.
No. Like we were gonna do that thing where like, that guy that we're good friends with hypes it up for us.
That guy that we're good. Which
That
one?
was with us yesterday.
Oh, hyping it up is a bad thing.
We don't want to hype it up.
No,
We want to
we
anti-hype
do it, but then we don't have anyone there.
So throw a fake. Tell everybody to show up,
yeah,
and then
Okay, to give you guys context, Offline TV is having like a small get together.
small kickback.
Yeah, that's why that's how we're like
we're rebranding to a
branding
small
it.
kickback.
Small kickback.
Please bear with
Originally,
us.
it was a after party. And then we get to the Airbnb, and it was like, oh no, this is a terrible place to have a party because there's no AC. It's like next to a beach, and there's a lot of bugs there as well, and it's kind of sandy. Also, we definitely like ruined like a lot of the cleanliness last night, tracking sand all over the floor.
Yeah, we did.
So now we have this huge problem of like we told a bunch of people, like the most popular streamers on the platform, hey, we're having an after party, and they all said an OTV party, sign us up. So they're all expecting like a lit OTV party.
We haven't thrown like I would say a bad party, and it's always like good to great.
Yes.
It's between those two. Like, so if it's
Yes.
good, it's like we messed up, and if it's great, it's like we did a great job, kind of deal. And so this is the first one where we're kind of like, man. You don't understand. We get in there, and the Airbnb we got, which cost us like a ton of money, it says air conditioning as one of the things. The first line, we're working with someone. Amanda texts them like, "Hey, what's wrong?" The landlady responds, "Oh yeah, the AC is good on every floor but the first floor." And I'm like,
Great. That's where the couch is and the
Yeah,
fridge and the
that's-
kitchen and like.
and you just turn in the kitchen, and there is just one of those square fans that you get from like Walmart for like $15, and you're just like, "Oh, we're in trouble. We are in very big trouble."
Yeah, we were up last night, and John was looking at venue options. And the best one we found was a historic church.
Church. We're gonna go party in a church.
Have you
That
guys
you
ever
can
sinned
rent.
before?
Yeah, you can rent a church out for one day, and it seats 120 people.
Could you imagine OTV? It's a sinner's night.
OTV church party.
We're all going to the same level of hell after this one.
Yes. God.
Can we get it though?
Like, does it work?
Yeah.
or-
I mean, we can get the church. It's just like, what are you gonna do there? Like this, like
Bro, people
it
will
doesn't
come.
have couches. It has like benches, like
like, oh,
pews.
like the pews? No.
People will come-
We cannot party in a church, you guys.
It's gonna be so funny because it'd be like, "Yo, you hear about the OTV party? I hear it's at a church." You mean like a church? Yeah, a church. Are we sinners? Yeah, we are. It's kind of sick. No one's
Yeah.
ever done that before.
No. I think that this is going to be the first party like when I'm a part of OTV. I don't think we've had a party since we joined, right?
Well, we had the Anime Expo party.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. That was a
Yeah.
good one.
But that,
Oh,
yeah, that one
that was great.
very high bar, very fancy.
We rented like a very private mansion. We had like multiple levels, outside, indoor. We're sponsored by like what's it called, a soju company, and we're just like
Yeah.
balling out for it. And then we go from that to like, hey guys, I don't think we can make that much noise. Maybe like 20 people tops here, and like we can't play the music that loud, and we're just gonna like we'll bring out some sippy cups and some like
Oh, yeah,
orange
we got
juice.
yelled at by one of the people when we were walking one of our friends home.
Oh my
last
God,
night.
you already got yelled at?
It's
Yeah.
because Tarek is loud
Oh, he's
as
so
But no,
loud.
no, we were just walking by like 20 seconds, and this like old man like peeked his head. I was like, hey, keep it down. Keep it. And like we were just walking by. We would have been gone within the next 3 seconds, but he really needed to yell at us.
And I'm gonna say Tarek is really loud. And as soon as he got caught, first thing Tarek does, yeah, Jody, keep it quiet next time.
Yeah.
So we have the noise complaint issue as well.
Oh, we're in trouble. We are in trouble, guys.
Guys,
So the church is our only option.
if we're gonna sin, we might as well do it in a church. I am telling you, like everyone in San Diego, all the parties have been overpopulated, really, really hot. And
Yeah.
like, if you're gonna be hot, overpopulated, as you're gonna be in a church anyways. I want to literally take shots from a confessional booth.
There is something so wrong about this, Scarra. But I'm in.
Okay. I think what will most likely end up happening is we'll be having a small, relaxing
Small.
kickback.
Yeah.
10
We're just
people.
gonna hang out on the couch.
Okay, my idea was that we just invite like 10 people, and then we get Tarek to hype it up on stream, be like, yo, and he'd be like, yo, the OTV party was so sick, and then we just tell everyone else that like it got moved or canceled, and he was the only one who's able to make it, so everyone still thinks the OTV parties are all lit, and it's no problem. It would just be like, Tarek's in on it. He's a homie. He would never fucking. We have enough dirt on him to bury him under, and so he would never lie. He would never get away from it.
A little PR stunt.
But now I said it. We can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
you spoiled your own PR stunt.
Don't worry. He's still gonna talk about how good the party is for sure. Okay, we got enough dirt on him.
I have a question. Are you allowed to create bonfires on the beach?
Someone was doing it last night.
Yeah, like I saw someone like make a bonfire. It's like, can you just?
So my friend is doing a bonfire beach party, or did one yesterday here at TwitchCon. I don't know, but I'm sure it would be massively cheaper and a lot easier because we're right next to the beach anyways. And honestly, it was great.
Yeah, a bonfire party. You just
Yes.
light a bunch of wood on fire, and that's a party.
S'mores. Another upside of that one. Don't have to worry about noise because we're by the, the ocean is loud.
And we're drinking, and if Tarek drowns, it's okay.
Well, yeah.
It's fine. All the other Valorant streamers are gonna be happy. They're like, yes, I can co-stream and get.
I can finally stream. Tarek's gone.
Oh God.
Is the boat available?
Yeah,
Are
hey,
you guys using the
AT&T, you
boat?
wanna?
Yeah, you guys. Can we use this?
Dude, we can throw a boat party.
That would be fun.
Okay,
Wait, that's the best idea.
They did that yesterday, but I think they have the boat for the week. We'll talk about it with them afterwards because that might be the best idea.
I think we could find a boat.
Yeah.
I think we could find a boat. But I do remember when I threw my boat birthday party, multiple people got sick.
So. We'd probably just have it docked and not moving, which is it's kind of lame, but like it's a great venue.
Yeah?
honestly.
Oh, it's a good
And
venue?
I'd rather not have people throwing up.
Yeah.
Because Michael's seasick, right?
Yeah, he didn't come to. He was like, "I'm so sorry, I can't come to your birthday party. I will yak."
Yeah, he is like majorly seasick.
Yes, like that is okay. I expect that of people.
All right, so church, boat. What else do you guys want?
I mean, that's
That's what we
only
got.
two places you can throw parties.
We got church, boat, and Airbnb with no AC.
I feel. Oh man.
I vote for boat
Or the beach.
or the beach.
Or the beach.
Then I got all sandy, and we're not looking at 6. Now we're looking at like 100 people. Oh, please don't drown.
It's a
That
big
sounds like a
beach.
liability. That sounds
Oh.
like an OTV liability,
Okay.
guys.
No. See, we talked about this yesterday too. It's like, okay, if someone drinks and then disappears, we just say, I don't remember inviting them. Tarek, who? I don't know that guy.
Scarra.
What? Nate Shot?
I'm gonna veto the beach party.
What are
Personally,
you
that'll
doing
just be
here?
me. I'm gonna just say no to that one. I'm gonna nip that in the bud. Oh no, Scarra's sun hat. You looked so pretty.
I know. It's really rough. Lose it all.
But yeah, this is actually a real problem.
No,
like,
it
we're
is a real
joking,
problem.
We're actually worried.
I was stressed since the first day, and I thought I overstressed, and other people started stressing out. Oh, thank you so much.
Yay, putty sun hat, Scarra.
My head is actually enormous, and not because there's a big brain in there. It's just cranially large.
Do we all have big heads? I think all three of us have big heads.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mine is. I have a big head because I have a sew-in, but
Oh,
I think a sew-in, like my hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I have like braids tied up and then hair weaved in, and it makes my
he
head
has
big.
a big head because he has a big brain. Mine is just
Uh,
genetically large. But there's nothing inside.
Is there a scientific correlation between IQ and the size of your skull?
I really hope
I
not.
don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone fact check that for us.
I do have a big head. Like, this is sitting on top of my head.
It's
Like,
not
this,
even
this
on.
This is all space right here.
Sure, I'll take
sure,
one.
yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. It is surprisingly more comfortable than I expected, but
Is it like slightly damp?
yeah, it's like it's not
Oh,
like
I
so-
can't do that. Like, whenever I'm on a plane and someone asks me hot towel, I'm like, get that away from me. I don't like the feeling of like wetness on cloth when my entire body is dry. It's weird.
That is very
Does it remind you of
specific.
waterboarding?
Huh?
What?
Never mind.
Scar, you're the only one who's been waterboarded. I'm so sorry about that, by the way.
So
it was Lauren's fault.
If you guys don't follow the TikTok, literally, we have a person who's great at TikTok. Lauren, she's does these things she calls bangers all the time, and she literally it was like, are you okay if you get water like thrown on you? I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. She's like, okay, can you lie down? Takes out a bucket. All right, Sid, come over here. We're gonna pour water on you to the drop of the music. I'm like, what? And she just pours this half a bucket of water straight on top of me. It's like slightly cold, and it just goes into my mouth and like out my nose. And it was one take, and I'm just like, was that good? She's like, yeah, that was good. I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, I hope he does well. It didn't do that well, okay? Lauren, it did not do that well, okay? It was not worth my life.
Lauren is so crazy. Like she takes care of socials and everything, and she has like all of these ideas that I have never heard of. She comes to me with some TikTok trend. I have no idea what she's. I'm like, I'm on TikTok, but I must not be on Cool Kid TikTok because I have never seen any of this. Next thing I know, she wants me to waterboard Scarra. Toast is doing some like magic pot thing. That's easily my favorite TikTok that you've ever done.
So funny.
Oh, actually, no. My new favorite is the one where it's like, hey, I'm a photographer. Can I take your picture? And it's all of those silly pictures. That's like my favorite trend. She made Toast do it, and it's hilarious.
But she's very good at it. But
She's very good.
I wonder what she sees differently. Like through her eyes, I need to get LASIK again to see through what she sees.
I think we're too old, man. I don't know if we ever will.
Oh.
I'm like, I just don't get it. I do not get it.
Yeah, a lot of it is nonsensical. And it's like, I refuse to believe that this is content. This is not, like, there's no way anyone finds this to be entertaining.
It was
But
pretty funny though.
we do it, and then, like, it's doing numbers.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, if I'm just out of touch or are the kids just, you know, have a different brand of humor these days.
Yeah, Zoomer humor is crazy. Like the most random stuff will go viral. But honestly, like I feel like Lauren could come to us and make us do anything, and we would not know better. Cause like I don't know ever what she's talking about. She could be like, yeah, I need you to do a backflip and then like squeeze this donkey's tail, and I'd be like, you know what, Lauren, if it's going viral for you, I like you got it.
Okay, listen to dropping music. Go.
Yeah. I'm like, what? I don't know, but sure. TikTok is wild. It's an app I hardly understand. Mine's mostly dogs. I watch a lot of dog videos. Are you on TikTok? You TikTok star?
I don't. I actually still don't have a TikTok account, which people
Oh.
yell at me for. But I see all my TikToks through my friends who send it to me and Twitter, and so I see very funny, like curated TikToks from them essentially.
You get the good stuff.
Yeah. Except for they start talking in like Zoomer language, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
When people start saying it's giving, the only person in our friend group who says that, by the way, is Ray. And I've noticed. I just look at Ray. I'm like, oh my god.
What does it mean to be given?
You know, like you're stuck in LA traffic, and then she'll say something like, "Oh, it's giving LA." Like the traffic is giving LA. Like it implies that the traffic is like LA traffic.
Very LA, yeah.
But that's just like the way you talk about it. And you know how you explain a joke and it sounds cringe? The more I explain this, the more boomer I sound. So I really just want to shut up.
No, but you nailed it. Like right now, Scarra is giving like fair lady on the beach with his sun hat, you know, and like the towel, and like he's pampered. He's got a fan. It's giving, you know.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the vibe it's giving off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's giving.
Just remove all the words.
Wait, do
like,
you-
Yes.
giving.
Do you not know this? Ray says this a lot. As soon as she said it the first time I was with her last time, I'm like, oh, she's still hip.
Yeah.
Still
Ray
hip.
gets it.
She gets it. She still got it.
Given.
It's giving.
It's given.
It's giving.
Okay, got it. You guys have merch coming out with. Oh, Scar, you just dropped your merch today, right?
Okay, it's right before we did this. I think some miracle happened where I got my onesies into TwitchCon
Given.
12 yesterday at the afternoon. We have them at the booth. There are 100 of them only. And they're asking me, like, what price do you want to put them at? And I'm just like, I don't want them to be too high. I don't want to be too low. But, like, I don't know if I could sell them. And then I put the price at, like, 65, which is, like, pretty low, I think, for branded stuff. And I'm afraid they're going to sell out. At one point, I thought they were going to sell it before I even tweeted about it. Because someone told me something about it doing really well. And then, like, it's not doing that well. So if you're at TwitchCon, I have my onesies here, which we did.
They're really cute.
They're really cute, and they're made really well. And if later online I'll sell the other like 900 or so that I have, but I think it's really hard to measure how much you're gonna sell. I think like Toast, you had a launch that sold out like instantly, and were you like, I'm gonna do numbers? This is obvious. I'm gonna sell them all, or were you like, huh?
No, I was happy to sell just a few, cause, I don't know, like, why would you buy clothes from an internet video game player, you know? It's like, go spend that money on Gucci or something. But
What are yours priced similarly?
Oh yeah, the $120 hoodie.
Yeah, because I always feel like if someone's giving you money, it is your responsibility to make sure they feel satisfied with how much you spend. And because we went with more expensive fabric and like did the sewing in LA instead of like China or something, it's extra expensive. I still tried to price it as low as I could, but like it's like $120 for a hoodie, which is a little high. So I was worried that people wouldn't want it, and the people who did buy it, I was worried like they get it and feel like, oh, this isn't worth $120 at all. I got scammed. So I was surprised it sold out, and I hope the people who end up getting it are satisfied. But we won't know until 2 weeks from now when they get it. There's a good chance like 2 weeks from now, I see on social media, it's like, this is the biggest scam of all time. I spent $100 for this guy who plays video games on the internet. But it's really their fault for buying it at that point.
Oh my god.
So you feel bad, but it's their fault.
Kinda. It's like, well, you're the one who swiped your parents' credit card. But
Huh.
I tried my best.
Good guy, Toast.
Yeah. Hopefully people like it. But yes, it was a surprise.
So a lot of people are coming out with their own merch lines. See, John premiered his silly dinosaur
Yeah, his mouse pad.
That's sick, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's
Really,
so
really
cute.
good job. Any thoughts on that, Sid?
Are you asking about my merch?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Yes, I am doing merch. I very much. It is really hard to think of anyone buying my merch, right? Like I can't imagine that. So the process has been hard, but I have a lot of specific things. Like I'm being really picky about like where it's made, what kind of materials are used, because I want to feel proud about what I make, and I want it to be as environmentally friendly as possible. So we had to do a lot more to make it fit those criteria for me. So it's been taking a long time, and people are constantly teasing me about it, but I promise that it's coming. I was actually supposed to have like a little Easter egg sneak peek thing for TwitchCon, but I accidentally sent it to a random address here in San Diego, and I'm pretty sure it's like a smoothie shop or something. I sent my package to. I don't know where I got this address. I'm like, I was supposed to send it to the people at Loaded, and I was like, this is the right address, and they were like, no, Sydney, where the hell is that? They're like, it's a smoothie shop. I'm like, I don't know. So sorry, no sneak peek for you guys, but it should be coming out soon.
Since the person I trust with fashion the most, she's definitely the most into fashion of anyone I know, and her eye for stuff is. Really good.
Thank you.
I think her line's gonna be sick. So
Thank you.
I don't trust myself with that kind of stuff. So I come out with plushies and onesies. 'Cause I think they're cute and a
They're
little
super
different.
cute.
Yeah,
They're very cute.
I don't want to compete with these guys on merch. Not yet. Just wait till I start coming out. When I start looking up merch stuff, I'm always like, what about a backpack? Or like, what about I start looking at like JanSport and stuff. Like,
But I think
can
it's
I
cool.
do this?
Yeah, it's cool to have unique stuff.
Yeah, I look at more like weird stuff, and then like
Yeah.
they're more conventional. But I think toast, I really like. I think the hardest thing when you're making designer stuff is like everyone's always like, why the streamers and content creators do like graphic tees of this stuff? Realistically, it's because their hardcore fans will always buy that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But no one likes wearing it outside because it's kind of awkward. But if they want to, so people want really minimalistic stuff, but at pure minimalism, there's no logo. It's just like a white shirt.
Yeah, then it's like I'm not buying Scarra merch.
So you need like a designer who like really understands how to make minimalistic stuff, and those are like really hard to find and very expensive. So
Yeah.
I think Toast did a really good job with his.
Yeah.
line.
Oh, thank you. I guess my merch is.
Okay, your ego's a little
I
big.
know.
Never
Even-
mind.
Anytime he says, "Yeah, I guess," I'm like, I know what's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys really think so, how like it looks nice with its minimalism while still being authentic to my brand, I guess that's kind of true.
It
what
sounds
I was
like you
going for.
paid me to
Yeah,
go
what?
into that
Check
statement.
your PayPal.
Thank you, Scarra. Yeah, now that you mention it, I think the people who bought my merch will be very happy with it.
I think they will too. I got to model, which was very fun for Toast merch line, and it's really, really nice quality. I have
Which one
no
was
doubt.
your favorite?
Okay, I have a favorite for how practical it is, and then a favorite for like style and comfort. So the gray hoodie that has a little zipper pocket, I love because you can just put stuff in there. And like we were at the airport because we had to go to New York Comic Con, and he had like his passport and his whatever else is like boarding ticket. And I'm like, that is so freaking smart, because I always wear a sweatshirt with like the double hoodie, and stuff just falls out. I lose it all the time. So the zip hoodie is really cool. But then my favorite piece in general is like the black hoodie with the stripes down the back. Like the
Oh,
fleece one.
really?
Yes, that is my favorite.
Which one's your favorite, Scar?
I wouldn't know. I didn't get asked to model it, and I haven't gotten any pieces yet.
Ooh.
You were at the OTV booth yesterday.
You want me to buy your merch?
I'm your friend. You should support me.
We'll talk about this later. You're gonna give it to me.
Ooh. Does that mean I get a Scarra onesie?
Yeah.
Haha.
But your Scar onesie $65. My hoodie.
I'll give you two.
Okay, you can pick one then. Also, what am I gonna do with the second one?
I don't know. I give it to all your dinosaur-loving friends.
All right,
That sounds like a good deal.
we have a deal. You get to pick. Which one would you pick though?
I want the gray hoodie.
The gray hoodie? That's a good choice. That's a good choice.
I don't have enough gray in my life. I'm like the same as John and old Sid, which was my wardrobe is black. Like my soul. Like that's literally. I remember they all wore black. You still wear.
Sometimes I do, but I've definitely started to experiment more
Yes.
with color, which has been fun.
But like, so I like having more grays, more different colors. Like anything color block, I would love too. I still want someone to make like a great color block design. I'm looking for that.
Looking for
I thought
that.
it would be Yvonne, but she is slow.
Yeah, Yvonne's stuff has been in production the longest, and she started the earliest. I think our stuff is gonna come up before hers, because she can't make up her mind. She's like, oh, this looks kind of cute, and then like she would travel to like Korea or Japan. It's like, oh my god, this is so much better. But once it comes out, I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
She got me into color block and pastel colors, and then she's also the person who's just like, I don't know. I like her eye for stuff. She was mainly responsible for a lot of the early design work for OTV. So before we brought in like Amanda Henry, she did like all the earlier stuff. And
Gotcha.
she'd usually her alongside I think Pokey had a very discerning like eye, and her and whatever her feedback, and then whatchamacallit, Yvonne, as well as the rest of our feedback, made like at least one item every line be really good.
Really good. That's nice. I want to circle back though because I'm curious what your favorite piece from your merch line is.
The gray hoodie.
Oh, okay.
Mainly because of the pouch.
Yeah.
It's the thing I wear every time I go on the plane because it's like thick enough so that you're warm because on planes usually it gets cold. And I keep my passport, my AirPods, my phone, my boarding pass, all in that pouch.
It's like a little kangaroo pouch. That's perfect.
Yeah, like I can try. Oh, I went to Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
What?
And I didn't bring anything at all. All I had was that hoodie, and I stuffed everything I needed for the pouch, like my Steam Deck, AirPods, phone, and that was it. I had to go to Mexico because I was gonna
Oh.
get deported because my visa ran out. And I swear I actually didn't have to do it. And I kept asking my lawyer, are you sure this is how it works? And like he's the lawyer, so he's like, I'm the lawyer, I know what I'm talking about.
It's common practice when you're doing visa stuff in like when you're going to like China or something that you'll leave the country to like Singapore or something and just come back to like dodge the 90-day timer essentially, or like reset the timer.
Mine's different, like because
You have like an 01 visa.
my visa ended at the end of September, and my new one started at the beginning of October.
Your lawyer just wanted to see you in Mexico.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like,
He's just
bro,
messing with you. Haha.
I
A
don't
funny joke.
understand why I have to leave. My visa is valid, but he said no. You gotta go in and out to stamp it. And I said okay. And I go to Mexico. I fly there. I land in Cabo because it's the only place you can fly to from LAX. I land in Cabo. My flight back is in 1 hour, so I have to like run from arrivals down, back up to departures. And didn't even set foot in Mexico, but like never been there. Looked outside, it looks beautiful. Everyone was having a party right outside the airport. And one weird thing happened is like there was a survey taker because I'm guessing like tourism, they want to understand like why you're there. And he's like, so how did you enjoy your time in Cabo? And I'm being polite, so I say it was great. I had a great time. And I thought that would be the end of it. And he said, okay, how long did you spend here? And I'm thinking like, okay, I kind of lied to him already. Either I double down and start making up my vacation in Cabo to this random survey taker, or I just tell him the truth. So I said, 2 hours. And he's like, why 2 hours? Did you get to like see the place? And I said, no, but I really like the airport. And he just like silently nodded and like, all right, cool, wow, have a good time. And just walked away. I flew back, went to customs, gave him my passport. He asked, hey, what do you do? I said, I'm a YouTuber. He's like, oh, that's why you look so familiar. I said, haha, cool, yeah. Can you stamp my passport? He's like, oh, you don't have to do that. Your visa looks good. You can just go on through. And I swear, like, I did not have to go to Mexico. I lost my entire day that day. I'm also worried that the guy was just so not distracted, but like, oh, he's a YouTuber. I probably don't have to like check him that closely. So he just waved me through, and it was the one time I'm like, are you sure you're doing this like by the book? I really need this stamped.
Please stamp me.
So I don't know if it's actually done correctly until the next time I try and come back to the country, and which by then I might just be like not allowed back.
Speaking about
stuff.
traveling, where are we going next, guys?
Oh, geez, what is next? That's
What is next?
New York.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
we're definitely
Oh.
traveling to New York in 1 week.
Yeah, in a week.
Yeah,
It's funny. It's like we were almost just there.
Yeah,
Like, we were like 2 days ago.
I can't believe that was 2 days ago. It feels like a week.
Okay, explain to me New York. Because when I talked to Peter about New York, Peter's like, New York kind of smells. The food's really great though, but like, be careful about the trash in the street. I'm like, trash in the street? Like, yeah, there's just trash cans and trash bags in the street. I'm like, that sounds really. Why did they do that?
Okay, so my family's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time in New York growing up. It is a very special place. It's changed a lot. So like that, I used to spend a lot of time there. I don't know, when I was like 15, younger. So it's changed a lot in the last couple of years, but it's very rich and historic. But yeah, man, there are super rats. I'm talking super rats.
Oh, yeah.
Them
Big rats.
is huge, and
Wait,
they're just scurrying around
Like
all
actual
over the place.
rats, or are you talking about people?
Well, a little bit of both. But I was talking about the rats, like literal rats, Scarra, all over the place. You go to like take the subway, and they're just scurrying all over the place. There's trash on the ground. It smells funny. People are yelling, perma honking. Like I don't know. They have their own language. They just honk all the time. It's nothing but honking. Yeah, it's chaotic, but it's great. Like I actually think every time I go to New York, I feel like I'm thriving. It's
Yeah.
a wonderful place.
I love New York.
I love New York. Yeah.
Oh my god.
New York is better than California by
Oh,
far.
yes.
I think just the walkability would make me like it a lot more.
You
But
can walk everywhere. There's like really cool. One of my favorite places to go in New York is I think it's called the High Line, and it's have you heard of it? Yeah, it's like have you been?
Yeah, we were right next to it.
Oh, okay,
Right.
that's what I thought. I was like, this area looks really familiar. It's like this old, it's like a old train station, right? That they just turned into this like park that you can hang out in. It's beautiful, and it has
Oh.
like multiple levels. So you can go eat there, chill, whatever, have coffee. It's like one of my favorite spots. But New York is awesome. I think we will have a lot of fun when we go.
I am just planning food, so I'm
Yes.
excited.
Well, the food is really, really good.
I've
there, too.
heard I've heard like the food places you want to be in the States are Vegas, LA, New York.
Vegas.
Yeah, I've heard, but like for Vegas and New York, you need to pay a lot.
Oh,
So
yeah,
some
yeah.
of the really, really nice places also require really, really nice amounts of money to go all
Yes,
the way
yes.
I'm excited. I heard New York food is bomb.
Yeah.
Really good.
Expensive is very true. I remember as a kid going to this place called Serendipity, I think is the name of it. And they have this like sundae that's just crusted in like there's like gold flakes. It's like made out of gold. I don't know. The things
my
are like
God.
thousands of dollars. And the one time that I went, there was actually a couple in the restaurant who was getting it, like the $1,000. And they make a huge deal about it. You know, anyone who's
$1,000.
Oh no, it's like more than $1,000. It's like some Sunday thing with gold in it, and like they make a whole spiel about when it comes out. I think it was the place is like in a movie too, so it's like some big. Yeah, it was cool to see, but I'm like, who the hell is spending $1,000 on a Sunday? Could not be me.
Says the New Yorker who pays $5,000 for their like 8x8 foot
Yes.
room. Everyone
That
I've
is so
talked to that comes from New York is like, I live in a box, and the box cost me like $9,000. I'm like,
Yes.
oh my god.
It's so bad.
Yeah. What I like about New York is that everyone's like kind of rude,
Yeah.
and I like that a lot. Because there's just so much talking going on. Like you're walking down the street, there's so much noise. There's always construction going on,
hmm
and it makes it feel like it's a very lively city.
Yeah.
And in California, you can't walk anywhere. It's desert and sand, and like just endless road nonstop. But in New York, it's just a lot of walkways, a lot of yelling, a lot of jaywalking.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is fun. Like every time in New York, I jaywalk just to try and fit in, and you can tell who are the tourists because they wait for the light.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like just laughing at them. It's like, bro, come on, man, try and fit in.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was something my dad taught me at a very young age, is that you just like jaywalk everywhere. And I'm from I'm from Seattle. I spent a lot of time in New York, but Seattle is my home, and like no one does that in Seattle.
Oh.
So my dad's just walking in the middle of the street all the time. I'm like, dude, like you're not from here, and everybody can see.
I grew up where like I would literally be like in Houston or in parts of like Katy where I would just the street is empty late at night. I have to cross. I just sit there and wait for the light to turn. There's no cars for like up 2 minutes.
This is a
I'm
ghost town.
Just like they'll turn eventually. I'm in no rush.
You're like me when I play GTA. I like stop at every stoplight, like my blinkers on. I'm listening to like nice stuff on the radio.
You grow up, you learn time is money. We got places to be.
Got places to be, people to see.
Alright. Just a reminder, chat, we are here at TwitchCon on the AT&T 5G streamboat.
Yeah.
We're just like right next to the convention center. We're here showing off like the AT&T connection. They want to show that you can stream from anywhere,
Even a boat.
including on a boat. Because I remember I got invited to like a Hearthstone event, and it was a cruise, and they said, hey, you want to come on this cruise and stream on it? And we're like, okay, that sounds pretty fun. Spend a day at sea and like play video games. Did not happen. Terrible internet. Like not even like barely streamable. You can't even send an email. So like they had.
Oh wow.
I don't know how they came up with this plan, but like I went on this cruise and like I filmed promo for it. They had a rock climbing setup in the cruise, and it was a lot of fun. But they forgot one thing, which is to stream, you need internet, and that went up in flames.
But
so.
did you still get paid for it?
I still got paid for it.
Did it? Not on you. Not on you.
Not your fault, but it couldn't be us. It couldn't be AT&T.
Yeah. So to see it like happening now, like as technology advances, 5G gets better and better to be able to stream on boats. It's very cool because you can stream from other places. I'm sure IRL streamers are degenerates. If you can stream, they want to be like streaming from planes.
Yeah.
Sure. Like if you can stream skydiving, they will 100%. Maybe like that's the next test
Yeah.
for
It could
AT&T.
be.
Can you stream from a skydiving plane parachuting down? Yeah.
If we were able to like literally go to space and come back, would you guys?
Want to stream from space?
Dude, I'm just saying, if we could say we're the first IRL streamers in space, do
Oh,
you
good
remember the
God.
second person on the moon? Who was it? You don't know.
Yeah. You got a point.
But you'll remember the first person who streamed from space. The ISS will be there.
I think the last place I want to be in my life is space.
Wait,
If
really?
I'm speaking candidly. Yeah, man. It takes forever to get up there. There's zero gravity, and I gotta use a weird water bottle, brush my teeth. I'm like, how do you pee? Doesn't make any sense to me. I'm scared. I don't like it.
Yeah, I think I've seen too many sci-fi movies.
Yeah,
You're
I've
right.
seen
I
too
would-
many
I would-
movies for
I
that.
would not wanna go
I'll
to
be
space.
here. The ocean and space, I'm good. Would you skydive? Would you guys skydive?
We've been asked this question because Michael and Lily has done it,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of like set the bar on that.
I had one thing. You weren't part of OTV when this happened, but my one request was if we ever got 1 million subscribers, or not even that, I said to them when I started the channel, I will never do skydiving. I am afraid of heights. It was the only rule I ever made. And so, of course, I'm still kind of like, I'm more willing to, but still like a no. Like, it's like a soft no. Like,
I think if everyone from OTV went skydiving, Scarra would come.
okay, I'm easily peer pressure, but that's not fair.
Yeah, like if we all set the time and the day, we all show up, and we like say, Scarra, either you do this or you're not part of OTV, he would 100% do it.
You are, yeah, but that is so mean. Do not put me in that position. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna be skydiving, and I don't know. I've never heard of a skydiver pee their pants before, but that's gonna be me. And so like, where they go, we're gonna like land, and everyone's gonna take pictures, and you just see like a soil on my pants. I'm gonna be like, guys, just cut the tape, guys. I am. Do not do this.
Who do you think is the least likely out of OTV to skydive? Like, who would be the hardest?
Scarra.
Scarra? No, okay. I thought originally Yvonne. You think she would do it?
She would do it.
Really? Okay.
I can see her doing it if she can film it for her vlog,
Okay.
which is how you get Yvonne to do anything.
Yeah.
Would you?
It's been on my bucket list. I actually told myself I wanted to do it by 25, and then I hit 25, and I was like, oh, haha, remember when you said that? Because I don't. Yeah, I want to. Like, if it was like a OTV go skydiving, I would, but I am never going to plan that myself. It's going to be like, someone's like, I'm skydiving, want to come? Like, okay, I guess so.
Broden, take notes.
No, please, Broden, don't watch
Take
this.
notes.
Wherever you are, Broden, please.
I promise you one of these days we're gonna go to a shoot. It's gonna be like in the middle of a field, and he's gonna surprise us with it, and we won't be able to back out.
That would be cruel of him.
That
He has
would
done
be-
many cruel things. That would be the worst.
I would back down.
You would not back
I
down.
would pee my pants. I'd be like, I'm sorry, sir, I can't do it.
No.
I'm actually feeling it cold today. And then you can't skydive when you have your six.
Okay. I'll
Well, actually,
What can I
Lily
do?
did that. She said it was the most painful experience of her
Oh
life.
yeah, she did. We were just talking about
So
this.
Lily had the worst skydiving experience ever because she went up when she had a cold and no one told her you wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
So like she just started like bleeding from places.
Yeah, like her
ears.
ears.
And it was awful for her. Like literally painful, awful experience. So we're gonna make her do it again.
Actually, I think Lily would be exempt from doing it, and Michael.
Yeah, Lily and Michael don't have to, but I feel
The
like
thing
Michael
is-
would.
Yeah,
again.
Michael would, and Lily is the easiest to peer pressure. So it would just, she would of course just go.
It would work.
Yeah. Would you guys do bungee jumping?
No.
Okay. What did you remember seeing some of the streamers like going down a building? Like they're connected to something, and you have to like slowly, like
Oh, like rappelling down.
rappel down a building. I would do that.
Ooh.
And that one's easy.
Really?
Rappelling down a building? Yeah.
You don't even go to the high ropes shoot, man. I don't want to hear any. This is easy from any
That is
high.
true.
Yeah.
Sydney went to the high rope shoot.
I did go to the high rope shoot, and it was great. The only thing, actually, like, I have a weird thing with heights, where I'm not particularly scared of them, except for in certain instances. So I can do the high ropes course the whole time, but at the end, you have to like jump off, and this thing will like repel you from the course.
Yeah.
And I sat up there like a little baby, and like Broden and Jody and John are at the bottom. They're like, "Come on, like you could do it. It's okay." I'm like, "No, I can't." But meanwhile, like I was up way higher, like climbing through rope and like standing on wire. But as soon as I have to jump from something or like leave it in machinery's hands, I am uncomfortable.
I still love that Jody was like, I didn't know you could say no to stuff about that shoot. And I was like, and that was a really unfortunate one, because that was one where like, they asked me, they're like, so would you like to do a high rope shoot? And I'm like, I'm really afraid of heights. I would like to sit out if possible. And I feel like they never really asked Jody.
No.
They were just like, Jody, show up at this time.
Yes.
And Jody was like, I hate this, but I'll do it. And I'm like, yes, thank God. 'Cause
Yeah, we were not really given a choice in the invite. It was more like, high rope shoot is on this date. And then we got there and we were like, oh, so where's everybody else? And like we kind of looked around. It's just me, John, Jody, and Michael. We're like, oh, sure, maybe they're running late. They're like, oh, no, they're not coming.
I love the fact that, I love the fact in theory, but it was blazing hot that day.
It was like 100 and like
It was
20.
the hottest
Yeah.
LA was that entire month.
It was miserable. Like I remember when I got to the second tier of the course and I sat down and I just like felt sweat in places I didn't know I could sweat. I was so tired. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, the newer members don't know you can just not show up to shoot.
I will say though, like, it is surprising how few times that card has ever been pulled from members. I
Yeah.
think so. It's like, yeah, you had the option, but we would have thought less of you if you didn't do it. So, was it really an option?
No, honestly, like I think shoots are so fun. Like they're
I agree.
the only time I'm ever gonna skip out on a shoot is if I genuinely cannot make it from a schedule conflict, or it's like, oh, we're gonna put you in a tub with bugs. I will not come if I will not come if there is a tub with bugs.
But what if it's a like?
No.
Okay, actually, the best shoot. I skipped a couple shoots because I was doing my September stuff, but the best shoot I was on recently was the Halloween shoot, which we
Oh
already
my
leaked.
gosh.
I am super excited for the when is Halloween from now? It's like 20 days.
I don't know. I have lost all concept of time.
I believe it is the 8th right now, so 23 days.
That's gonna be
It's
a
a good
banger
shoot.
video. That is gonna be a good. You guys should. For on that date, forget all your Halloween plans. Just watch the video first.
It is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's one of the first shoot in a long time where I felt like it's gonna do really well. It was really special, and it took a long time. It was a 14-hour shoot day.
Okay, but to be fair, we started that shoot at
Midnight.
midnight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that shoot only took us 4 hours, which sounds like it's actually incredibly fast for what it's
For
gonna
what
come out.
we
I
did.
mean, it can only be shot at midnight.
Yes.
And when it was getting late, we're like, there's no way we're starting at midnight, right? Because we got there at like
Yes.
10 o'clock, and we just kept waiting until it hit midnight so that we could do it.
The worst part about it is it was a shuttle bus. We got shuttled to a place an hour away. The driver then says something where it's like, hey, I'm going to go out and take a call. Leaves the car and then closes the door, and we're all sitting there in the dark. It's like 11 p.m. We're on the side of the street. We can't see the driver. And Toast says the words, this is how all the horror movies start. Imagine if the truck just starts filling up with gas and we just pass out. And I'm just like, what? Huh?
It was hard to tell. It was like the shoot could start in this bus. We actually do not know because we know it's like the
It would have
Halloween
been so
shoot.
good if Broden's voice just like came up and was like, "Welcome to our Halloween shoot."
Yeah. So keep a lookout for that when it comes out. All right. Do you guys have any plans for the rest of TwitchCon? It's 1.5 day left.
Oh,
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Yes, no sleep. I'd like to get some good food at some point in time. I haven't eaten anything really exceptional.
I think, and I strongly suspect that there's a lot of. I think, like, I'm definitely spoiled when it comes to good food in LA.
Mm-hmm.
I think San Diego, a lot of people have recommended me places, and I've had friends try it out for me that I trust or judge me a lot. I think the food quality is not as high as I thought for a lot of different foods here, except for the Mexican food I've heard is like top tier.
Yeah.
Top tier, and then everything else is like you can probably get better in LA.
Yeah.
So like I'm here to try good ass like tacos or good ass something. I probably want to try it soon.
Yeah. I would like to get good food. Other than that, just like, I would like to spend more time in the artist alley because I went at the very end of the convention yesterday and I didn't go today, so that will have to be on my docket for tomorrow because again I would be there at the very end. But it looks really awesome. There's some really fantastic artists there, so I'd like to check that out. How about you?
Well, we woke up today, 9 a.m., did the podcast, and then I met with some busy business things. Now I'm here on a boat, which is not what I expected for TwitchCon. And after this, more busy businessman things. And then
We'll see you guys at the party.
Yvonne's dinner.
That's what I'm talking about because it's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about? Scar, you didn't forget about the dinner for Yvonne, right?
No
Remember
one,
Yvonne?
No
Scar?
one did. Don't say shh. This guy didn't remember her birthday was today until yesterday or the day
Which
before.
is better than remembering it tomorrow.
No one told me there was a dinner today, and somehow I'm supposed to guess that there's a. I will.
Well, you
100%
would have
say
known if you remember Yvonne's birthday.
I did.
Then you would have known there was a dinner.
No one told me there was a dinner.
That's Yvonne's birthday. We always have dinner for Yvonne's birthday.
I will be there.
Perfect.
I definitely didn't make dinner plans. I'm gonna have to cancel as soon as the stream is over.
Invite them. Who did you have dinner plans with?
I think I promised Gumi that I would eat with her, but I will cancel it for Yvonne.
Oh yeah, she can't come though.
You're the worst.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to say Gumi. Someone has a problem with her at the house.
Who?
He lies. We love Gumi.
But as long as you're not bringing her. So we have dinner with Yvonne for her birthday. I did not get her a gift because, like Scarra mentioned, I found out yesterday. Did you guys get her a gift?
Okay.
Ooh, you guys want to go splitsies?
No, okay, listen.
Okay.
I didn't know it was Yvonne's birthday either, but I am just now getting close to Yvonne. So I feel like, I
That's
kind
gonna
of get.
be undone when you show up without a gift.
No. I think she completely is totally fine with that. Expect that. She didn't get me a gift for my birthday. Not that, because if
But
she
you
didn't.
remember.
No. More of like she, I don't think she's expecting one from me. I didn't expect one from her. Everything's fine. Now you, who have been friends with her for so many years, I actually remember your birthday gift to her last year because I was there when you gave it to her. Or maybe it was a Christmas gift. I don't know. But normally you get her.
What did
really
I give her?
You got her some like designer bag something.
Did I?
But you have a track record of getting her a nice gift. And
Wow.
now.
I get her gifts every 3 years.
Oh, okay.
That is
So,
weird that you
Last
remember
year,
that.
I gave her 3 years worth of gifts because I didn't give her anything for the first and second year.
Got it.
So now it's reset. So I don't have to give her anything this year, next year.
He's brilliant. I'm going to take a page
Let me
from
tell
your
you
book.
something as a person who gifts a lot and likes gifting stuff. She's doing another thing when we get back to LA,
That's right.
and I'm gonna give her gift then.
Me too.
When I go back, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit my ass on the PC and buy 25 gifts for all my friends, the people I forgot earlier in the summer, and the people who are gifts are coming up in November. And so that's gonna be like literally a day and a half of me buying stuff, and that's my plan when I get back.
It's a good plan. We have a lot of like November, October, December birthdays.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a big believer in celebrating your birthday not on your birthday.
you don't have to
I
believe
think that's
it.
weird.
But sometimes you don't have the chance.
No, you have to find time on your birthday to do a celebration. You can't do like I'm going to do an early birthday party or I'm going to do a late birthday party because it's on the weekend.
The thing about faith is you're okay to let other people believe that as long as it doesn't affect you sometimes, right?
It just cheapens it, you know.
For who?
Were you calling my birthday party cheap, Toast? You
Wait, was your birthday?
didn't like my birthday party?
Your birthday not on?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I mean, that's my belief for myself.
Oh, of course.
Great.
Reject
So
it.
then it doesn't really matter.
Of course. So
Yeah.
it's fine then.
But I was, where I was going was,
Uh-huh.
if you were ever to throw me a surprise birthday party, you have to do it on my birthday and not like the day before or the day after. That's
Got
the
it.
moral of that
And make
story.
sure to make my surprise birthday bigger than his, so he feels
Ooh.
worse about it.
You guys like surprises?
If it makes him feel bad about it, yes.
Oh, okay.
Like surprise birthday parties
Yeah.
or surprises in general.
Let's go. Say I threw you a surprise birthday party.
No, because okay, this is gonna kind of sound really sad, but I always think on my birthday,
Just
if I
fake.
open the door, I come home, there's a surprise party waiting for me, but there never is.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking. Oh.
So you would like a surprise birthday party,
No, it wouldn't be a surprise because I'd be expecting it.
but you expect it every year.
Yeah, and I'm really sad every time there's no birthday.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
I have a
people
different
throw
answer.
surprise birthday parties for like a very well-liked person, and everyone's there. And because no one ever gave me a surprise birthday party, it's like I must not be that well-liked.
I think you're well liked, Toast.
I
How
love that.
come I haven't had a surprise birthday party yet?
You know, I didn't pick you as a surprise birthday party kind of guy, so maybe that's what it is.
Oh, fine. On your birthday, I'm gonna surprise you with a dog, and you have to take care of it. Is that a
For
good
the next
surprise?
12 years of my
Yeah,
life.
is that a good surprise?
Solid surprise. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Yeah, put it in a box as well.
God. Are you a surprise? Like, would you like a surprise birthday party?
Yes. But the really sad thing was, I thought what he was gonna say, this is gonna sound so bad, was I thought he was gonna say, I believe in streaming on your birthday because it's the best time to stream, and so he wouldn't want a surprise birthday then. But he didn't say that, and I'm gonna say it and now I sound really bad.
Yeah, you guys both had really sad answers to my
No,
seemingly happy
I would
question.
really like a surprise birthday, but it's not a big deal if I don't get one. I will not remember.
Okay. Got it. I will keep that in mind.
Do you like surprise birthday parties?
I had a surprise birthday party once and it went horribly. So I'm kind of scarred from it. It was in high school. It was my 16th birthday. And of course, I'm really excited because I'm turning 16. I can drive, all of these things. I go to school and no one wishes me happy birthday. I have like two best friends who like I've been best friends with them since kindergarten. I show up at school and they act like everything's normal. I'm like, these forgot my birthday. So I'm super upset. I cry in the bathroom. No one's saying happy birthday
my
to me.
God.
Like none of my friends. Not even my best friends. So I call my mom. I'm crying. I'm like, everybody forgot my 16th birthday. Like this is supposed to be like a special birthday, whatever. I go home. I'm crying on the bus. I get back to my house and then they're like, surprise. But I'm already so pissed that everyone forgot my birthday. So I'm standing there and I'm like, I sobbed in the bathroom all day. Was the surprise worth it? And so, yeah, that was my only experience with a surprise birthday party, and I didn't like it. So
You'll toast us that every year too.
pretend to not know your birthday. Yeah, just tell Yvonne you were surprising her. That's why you didn't know it was her birthday.
We're gonna go to dinner. He's gonna be like, today's dinner is to celebrate what a great year OTV has had. And she's just gonna be like, what?
Huh?
Huh?
So like the surprise didn't. I mean,
He's gonna make this a me thing.
no.
Always does.
I was gonna say he's
He
gonna make this a
always
me
does
problem, isn't he?
Yeah, actually, yes.
Yes,
Like,
I
you
knew
know
where
me
you were
very
going.
well.
I saw your face, and I was like, he's gonna be like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have been upset or expecting or something." Like, no, please. What were you gonna say?
That was exactly what I was gonna say. Do
Yeah.
you think if you didn't have such high expectations,
Expectations for my birthday, I wouldn't have been
Yeah.
upset. Do I know Toast or do I know Toast?
He likes to turn that around on you,
Yes.
especially if he doesn't have a really solid answer. He forces you to have a better answer.
Yes. No. Especially because my best friends, Nikki and Grace, we have always taken care of each other in that way. In which case, I think I expected the right amount, at least a happy birthday. Yeah. So no, it was not a me problem. But it was really cute because my best friend, she does like Scottish dancing, and all I ever wanted her to do was like I wanted to watch her perform, but she was really really shy about it. And so on my 16th birthday, she, her and her sister came dressed in like their kilts and clothes and everything, and they performed Scottish dance. It was the first time I got to see her do her Scottish dance. So
It sounds like a great surprise birthday.
yeah,
party.
it actually was really nice. It was.
So you're saying it was kind of your problem, or?
Huh?
No.
No, sorry.
No?
It was a great. Yeah, everything. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so after this, what's gonna happen is we're all getting surprise
Surprise
birthday
birthday
parties
parties.
next time because we talked about this so much.
I don't want a surprise birthday party. I'm taking y'all. We're going to New Orleans.
If you
Going to
buy us
Nolans.
tickets on our birthday to go to New Orleans.
I have to buy you a ticket on my birthday.
Oh no, I mean like my birthday.
Oh, you want to
wanna
go to New Orleans?
for your
Wait, I
birthday?
thought that's what you were going to surprise us with.
No.
That's a surprise. That's
I'm
a birthday
taking
gift for her.
This is
Oh.
my birthday gift, and you guys are all coming, and we're
Okay.
gonna go to New Orleans.
Okay.
Yep. That's how I want to spend my birthday.
During like Mardi Gras or something.
Nope, because my birthday is nowhere near Mardi Gras. I just want to go.
You just pretend.
we can just we'll have our own Mardi Gras. I'll call it good. But you guys,
Please
I'll
don't
throw-
surprise me. Like, I actually don't want a surprise birthday party.
even after your sob story,
Yeah.
What about
don't
you,
be-
Scarra?
I don't believe him.
I don't believe him
I
either. I think we have
think
to throw him a
having a surprise
huge rager surprise birthday party where he has to socialize with a bunch of people. I'm gonna invite so many people you don't know. I'm gonna stick you in a room with them,
We
and
should,
you can't leave because it's a surprise.
we should also invite his family.
Oh,
Because he gets the
yeah.
most embarrassed when his family is there.
Ooh, good idea.
Especially like his sisters there. It's actually amazing.
Okay, we'll plan it.
Yeah.
Isn't the birthday supposed to be like a happy time?
You love your family.
I
Yeah,
do love
right?
my family, but I'm one of those people. Do you ever get like this when your family's in the room and your friends are in the room? You don't know which way to act.
Yes.
Because I'm very much a different person with my family and with my friends.
I think I'm the same with my family.
Hmm.
So I don't experience that very much, but I can understand how you would.
It's just really funny to see him in the same room with his sister. And
Yeah?
Yeah, his friends. So
Oh, I
we
would
gotta-
like to see this
we gotta,
very
We
much.
gotta fly her down. at the
I
very
played
least.
games with your sister. Like I played Among Us and Minecraft with your sister, and you didn't seem so different.
Really?
Or I guess
Oh,
I didn't notice anything.
It is,
No.
it is very different in person. It's very
Ooh,
funny.
I want to see this.
Yeah, she talks a lot.
Cool, me too.
Talks a lot. Yeah. So yeah, maybe you guys will meet her next time she comes over. She's Do you guys both have siblings, right?
Yes.
Is it weird that? Well, my siblings are both married, and one has 2 kids,
Hmm.
and I'm still playing video games on the internet, and I'm like pretty old now.
My sibling, who's older, had kind of a rough like thing, and he just entered med school, even though he's older than me.
Mm.
And I am helping him go through med school, so I feel pretty okay with what I'm doing. I feel pretty good about it.
Does he have like a girlfriend, wife, kids?
No, he just wants to get through med school, and I'm like, you know what? I got you. I'll help you out. And I could not do it without playing the games. So
Yeah. Glad that you're able to do that for your family. I have an older brother and an older sister. I have an older brother who's married with kids, expecting more, and an older sister with a daughter as well.
oh,
For me, it doesn't feel that weird. I mean, I'm only 25, so I'm okay. We're still playing video games on the internet. I'm good with that. But yeah, sometimes I think just like seeing anyone in my family everyone in my family has a non-traditional job, like somehow involved in media. So it doesn't feel like that stark of a contrast. But yeah, like when my siblings were still in school, it was like, oh shit, sorry, I feel bad. School was a lot. I'm happy to be here. I don't miss nursing school.
You guys ever check on your high school friends on Facebook and see what they're up to?
Oh yeah, it's a trip. It's a total trip.
Like they look a little different. Sometimes they have kids now. Sometimes they have a dog, a family.
I
Yes.
think all of them are in relationships. I know, like some of them are in Fang, some of them are literally working in Greece or something. It's very interesting.
Yes. Names you haven't seen in a long time.
Actually, some of them come into my stream,
Ooh.
and I always say hello and how are they doing. But sometimes I know what they're doing because
Because you look.
I'm looked, you know.
Yeah, I can't say I'm on Facebook often, but every time I do, I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm not on this app. It weirds me out.
To see like what everyone else is doing since you last saw them.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you guys ever go to a high school reunion?
No.
Why?
No. I didn't have a bad high school experience or anything like that. I actually really liked my high school experience, but I just have zero desire to go back. Like, I don't really see the appeal.
I feel like you only go back if you hated someone and you want to flex on them like
Yes.
super badly.
You only go to high school reunions if you can flex. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, I don't have a job and like my life is a mess. I'm gonna go to my high school reunion and see what
And
everyone
people
else.
are gonna start flexing on each other, but you're gonna go back and be like, "Hey, Chad, remember me? Yeah, I'm a streamer now. You may have heard of me. Look at this billboard. You know." It's like that's what you would do, but like I wouldn't do that because I didn't hate anyone in high school, so I don't want to go back.
Yeah, I can't say. Would you?
No, mainly because it's gonna be in Canada and I have no.
What about at college? Like,
Oh, I have like 0 friends from college that I keep in touch with. Because like
Oh.
college friends are not the same as high school friends.
No.
actually.
that's true. That's 100%
Yeah.
true.
College friends are more peripheral and like the connection isn't that deep for some reason. I think it's because in college there's so much social groups that people tend to bounce around multiple of them. Whereas in high school you're in a clique. You're in your like squad of 4 or 5 at most. And that's what's like for the next 4 years.
I remember in high school, I went back to my friend's place to play like video games every day in my senior year, every day, and that's how like we would just bond. I knew his parents by name, and like they're really cool, you know. And in college, it was like, it's like almost like acquaintances.
Yes. Yeah, I think I made 2 friends in college. Like, I went from high school, like, in leadership, like, in ASB, sports, clubs, everything. And then I went to college and I was like, I'm doing none of that. I think I joined one club. I joined the BSU. And then other than that, I went to class and then I went home. That was it.
Yeah.
No college friends.
You guys still get those nightmares about being in school?
Yes.
They stopped last year for me.
Oh my
What
gosh.
was yours?
I think there's something just terrifying about the item a Scantron. There's just like I would literally just be like, I'd show up to class, I didn't study, I didn't have a Scantron, and I would just wake up and I'd be like sweating. I'd be like, it'd be bad. I'd be like, oh, I had a legit night. Like, can you imagine the deep-seated trauma I would need to have to still get these things 8 years after I have left school? But it's still gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
No, I knew that. Like when I transitioned from nursing school into streaming, I was streaming while I was in school. So I would, finish classes, whatever, finish studying, and then I would stream for a little bit. So sometimes I get really bad anxiety after stream because I'm like, oh my God, I have to study for my test tomorrow. Then I have to be like, wait, Sydney, you haven't been in school in like, I don't even know how many years it's been now, but like, you're not in school. It's okay. You can like do nothing after stream. But I'm so used to like streaming, getting off, and then studying for like hours and then doing it all again the next day.
Yeah. What I did in college is I constantly calculated the minimum I needed to get on every exam to pass the entire course. So I would always do, okay, I need a 70% to raise my 50% average. I need a 90% to raise my 40% average. You see a trend here. And by the final exam, like, I need to score 95% to raise my 30% average. So the entire time it's just like going down and down. I keep like copiuming, say, okay, I just need to knock the finals out of the park and I can pass this course. So every one of my dreams is just me doing those calculations. And it always ends the same of me just never showing up to the finals, quitting, and telling myself, it's all right, you're a streamer. You can still like make a living. It won't be a great one, but it'll be a humble one. and yeah, like it doesn't go away because like in college, that's all you think about. It's like this is
Yeah.
the most important thing in my life. And you pass this course, I was like, my entire education is screwed because I'm gonna get held back. My friends are gonna go on ahead. They're gonna be in the same classes together. I'm gonna have to make new friends with these children, and like I'm gonna hate
1
it.
year below.
I'm not gonna show up, and like it's all gonna go wrong. But you realize college is kind of meh.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very small part of your life.
Yes, yes. Of all of the schooling experiences, college felt like, I feel like middle school was super impactful,
Yep.
high school was super impactful, and then I
Yep.
went to college and I was like, I have no core memories from that time period. Like, it was all just what happened? I don't know.
Actually, exactly the same for me. I feel like I know people like Peter who joined like a frat. And
Yes.
has like a lot of memories about like
Yeah.
his college experience, you know. But for me, like my memories were like I potlucked my roommate. We didn't get along very well, like very poorly, and like that ruined the entire college dream for me.
Yeah.
Where like you meet new friends, you socialize. Like I wanted to be like college was gonna change me. The first year I potlucked my roommate. I'm living in the dorms on campus. It's gonna be different. I'm gonna be different. And it was like I had a terrible roommate. We had terrible synergy. Like the classes were awful, and I was like, I do not like anything that's going on right now.
Yeah. My roommate experience as a college freshman was also very strange. So at my school, it was like RNG, what dorm you would end up in. And there were like brand new, super nice modern dorms. And then there was like, yeah, this has been here since like the 60s and it's
Oh,
old
yeah.
and run down and it's like a concrete building. Like it's so scary looking. I got that one, of course. And it was a pod style. So it was me and 7 other girls in like we had our individual rooms and then a living room in the middle. Living room, and then 1 toilet and 1 shower
How?
between 8 women. It was awful. It was literally the worst. I remember I would go home as often as possible because I went to college like 30 minutes away from where I lived, so it was like every weekend I was at home. We had a girl who used to wash all her laundry in the sink, but it was just fine, whatever. But she would leave it there. So then I'd go to the bathroom and I'd go to wash my hands, and then there's just underwear. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is great. I also did not get along with any of my pod mates, but my roommate was my best friend from kindergarten. So that was really nice. We kind of got driven crazy together.
Chat, just a reminder that we are giving away, I think, 50 of these Disguised Toast plushies. If you type !ATT toast. How many T's are there? AT&T toast. There we go.
GT toast.
That's a lot of T's. ATT toast. No, ATT toast.
TT toast.
There you go. And 10 $50 gift card to a platform of your choice. If you want to buy a PlayStation game, a Steam game, an Xbox game, you get to pick whatever you want, or one of these plushies, which I think are sold out again online. We have some here at the offline TV booth if you're around, and we stole 50 of them to give out to you guys. So go ahead and type !ATT toast in the chat for your chance to win.
This guy just sells out of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm just not ordering enough or what. I also priced them very low.
I think the price really helps, and then the people keep talking about them being good quality, which they are
They are good quality.
exceptionally good quality for the price. You
Also,
have
artificial demand. If you like have very little supply, people think like it's really hot.
Okay. That's true. That's true. You're right.
Yeah. So here's a chance to win an exclusive Disguised Toast plushie. Yeah.
Do you ever miss like having the toast mask?
Okay. We talked about this briefly. It's like, why is it cool now to hide your face? It was not cool back then. Yeah.
It's a lot of culture from like a very cultural thing from Japan. I think like super hardcore like what you call it, like VTubers slowly became mainstream be off like a very small niche.
But I'm glad I was able to show my face. I do miss like the anonymity a little bit, because I think if I knew the things I do now, I could like really play it up, like be mysterious, do like a lot of random stuff, teasers and stuff. But because people know what I look like now, like no one really cares. But it also means I get to like do IRL streams without worrying about what I look like. Doing like collabs with people, YouTube, travel, vlogs, hanging out, and not have to be like constantly afraid of my face leaking.
Yeah.
Has definitely been a worthy trade-off. But you always think about like, okay, but what if I just never show my face? And like I built this mystery for the last six years, right? But I mean, Dream showed his face because
He wanted to.
yeah, he wanted to. I think everyone eventually wants to show their face so they can like live like a normal person. I
Yeah.
heard VTubers like have a very difficult time like doing anything outside of like gaming from their own private space because their faces might get leaked and the
I
mystery
think
might be gone.
As it's become more and more like mainstream, like the non-corporate ones, the ones that like just indie and kind of just end up being VTubers for fun and aren't with an organization, are okay with showing their face. Like I've seen a ton of face reveals from all these indie VTubers. Doesn't really affect them that much in terms of like. In fact, it just seems to be like overall like a pretty good thing for most of them. It's like it just very occasionally, like very very rarely, sorry, they show their face doing something or parts of their face, and then they're just chill. Everyone's happy for it, and then they just go on and do their thing again. So it's like it feels like it's very less restrictive and just like just cool, I guess.
Do you wish you were anonymous, Sydney?
I think with my interests, it would have been impossible. Like with my interest in fashion and modeling and stuff like that, there was just no world in which I could have ever been anonymous. I think the only thing is like sometimes I just want to stream and I don't want to worry about what I look like. But I'm not comfortable doing a no cam thing. But I don't have like a VTuber or anything like that. And that I wish I had some system which I really enjoyed in which I could still do what I want to do and not show my face. But I think I've just gotten to a point where I will show up on stream with no makeup on and I don't care and it is what it is. And that's sort of been my fix for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you do no makeup, do you ever get comments like, "Oh, you look tired today"?
I will preface the stream. I'm like, if anybody says I look tired, I don't want to hear it. Okay, I'm not sick. I'm not tired. I just don't have any makeup on. And then most people know not to say anything after that.
You know, people come into my chat say that all the time, and
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, bop,
yes,
bam,
yes.
bam, bop. Shut up.
Yeah,
You would
like
never
no
say
one
that.
wants to hear
you would
that.
Never say that to someone normally.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I know they don't mean it in a negative
Mhm.
way. It's like, "Oh, you look tired today," but it kind of implies that you're looking off
Yeah.
just because you're not wearing makeup, and that can like make you feel bad a little bit. But yeah, sometimes I just time them out or just ban them, even though, yeah, you didn't do anything wrong, but you should also know like.
I wear glasses because it hides a little bit of my bags, and I don't wear concealer, which I will probably talk to John and Jody about after, because there are some days where I just need concealer.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, like I like glasses because they frame my face better, and because I don't get comments like, "Are you tired?" If I get less than 3 hours or 4 hours of sleep one day, my bags are so bad, everyone always asks if I'm tired. And rather than ban half my chat, I'd rather just wear glasses. That's
Yeah.
my solution.
Yeah.
I had less than 4 hours of sleep. I'm wearing. There's the reason these are on.
I was gonna say, how often do you get less than 4 hours of sleep? That's no good.
Oh God.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to wrap it up here. This is it for us here on the AT&T 5G stream boat. Big thank you so much to our partner AT&T for making this possible, making our dream of streaming on a boat a reality. This is one thing we can say we've done. I don't think a lot of streamers can ever say they streamed from a boat before, but now we can. So thank you so much, AT&T, and don't forget to type !ATT toast if you want a chance to win a plushie or a $50 gift card. And thank you so much to Sydeon and Scarra for joining me today. Hope you guys had a lot of fun here on the boat, and yeah, we're gonna go do TwitchCon stuff.
In the Mon's party.
Yeah. Oh right.
Yeah,
Yvonne's
birthday. Dinner.
party.
Yep, we're gonna do that.
So what are we going to say to her? None of us are showing up with gifts, which I think is a good thing, so we don't look as bad.
I don't want to ever say that really corny line, so I think what we're gonna say is that we latch on to the one person that does bring a gift. and then we just say something like, "We brought you."
We brought it. We
Yeah.
find the one person who
So
brought
like,
a
I'm
gift.
sure someone brought her a gift.
What if everyone shows up without a gift?
We were saving it for her birthday
Oh
party.
yeah, just bring her some plushie.
Do not bring Yvonne a toast.
This guy's toast. She loves toast.
Oh, yeah, she
We're
loves toast.
besties. You would love this. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.